When we speak about being drained from a crowd, let's say you are working in an office or after seeing a lot of people, let's say you have been in a bar or you have been, I don't know, seeing a lot of friends or maybe just one person, right? And you come back and you're kind of like, wow, I kind of feel down. I kind of feel drained. I kind of feel low energy. And I feel like I may need a nap. Like I'm really not high on energy again or at all. If we feel that, and many of us do, we got to understand some simple things here. One of it is, and I think I talked about it quite often, you are connected to everything. So if you think you're only one single person and only this is making you drained, you're wrong. And I'm saying this with so much kindness because that was, when I started to learn about those things, I was really kind of shocked. I was like, what? I'm connected to everything, like even those people I don't like, those things I don't like. I don't want to be connected to those people. I don't want to be connected to those things. And when you start to understand that you are always in exchange, your energy or your body is energy, is frequency. It's in exchange with everything that is around you. Okay. And by understanding that, by feeling into this, okay, feel into your body, feel into your own truth. Like, this is not me trying to prove something. This is me telling you there is something more than just this. Okay. And if you're tapping into that, and if you start to see, oh, wait a second, that makes sense. It's just about to open. So open yourself up to the possibility that you are not the only one who can change your energy, okay? Who can make you feel good or feel bad. You can have a really a dense thought or like a worry or something like this, and then immediately after you may feel some kind of emotional drop, you feel low on energy, but there is also the outside who can make you feel a certain way. And it's important to understand, hey, what does that mean? And what does that mean, me walking through life with that understanding, with that knowledge? What does it mean for me when I go to certain places, when I go to certain environments? Like, I used to work in big environments where there was a lot of density going on, right? It's like a lot of control. Like, it was very, very controlling. It was very dense. It was very manipulative. It was very much like mind based. And to also say this, like, I enjoyed back then, I really enjoyed that kind of type of work. Like, I had a great time. But looking back now, I would not fit in there really well. So I'm trying to explain to you, like, things can change and you can move around it too. Okay. And so by saying this, I want to look into today's video in a couple of things. One of it is a greater understanding of what it means to be connected to your surroundings, the people, the places you live in, the things you connect on daily basis. Okay. Then I want to look into um, how can you know if it's yours or theirs, right? Because then it gets confused. Like, well, is this really mine or is it not mine? Like, what the hell? Like, it's kind of like, huh? So we look into that. And then the third one is your hygiene. Okay. How can you stay present, open, and clear what is not yours? Okay. What you need to understand too here is you can't really clear what is not yours to clear. So even though someone was dumping something into your field, which sometimes can feel quite like, why are you doing this to me? Like, I was here to help you. I was here to support you. Why do you keep dumping stuff into me and making me heavy? It's also about learning what your boundaries are, okay? With the most, for real, with the softest approach that I can. This is not a punishment. This is not a you are doing it wrong. This is not a the other person is doing it wrong. This is a kind of a life. A little overview, okay, of how this whole world actually works when we talk about spiritual hygiene. You can speak about this for hours. I'm trying to make it as as comfortable for you as I can, as much info as I can. But I also want you to know we're gonna practice this because let's be real. Sometimes you just need to. So, and now what? Like, what do I need to do? You know? Okay. So, with that said, hello. If we meet the first time, my name is Patricia. I'm a coach, I'm a somatic healer. I help people, you, to get back into your body, start to be more present, start to learn who you are without the masks, without the things that you once learned that were you. How do you walk your path? By going slow, steady, soft. Okay? My aim is to go soft and steady and stable. There is no such thing as rush. Because for me, I rushed my whole life. I tried to be faster. I tried to make it better. I tried to be more productive, more performative. Screw all of it. Like, I don't need that at all. There are certain moments when you need to speed up, and I can do that for sure. I don't want to do it. So if this is you too, leave a subscription here, make a comment, and share to anybody who may like this. It's going to help me, but also the channel to grow and also to support other people around. Okay, with that said, let's start and dive right into today's topic. So, what does it mean you're not just this one, right? What does it mean I'm connected to everything? It's kind of scary, right? It's like, ooh, really? Connected to my neighbor? Ugh. Connected to that girl? Ugh. Yeah, you can tune into them if you're sensitive enough, okay? Most people even feel when they are standing in front of someone, they're like, that person doesn't resonate with me at all. Would you say it differently? Yes, of course. There are different words for this, okay? So don't get stuck on words. I want you to feel, okay? Feel. Allow your body to give you the full experience here. This is not just a teaching because, the mind is going to fuck this whole thing up. So I want you to really get into your body and be like, oh, yeah, I remember situations like this you know at a family situation, maybe at Christmas. Okay, Christmas is always my coaching high with people, because it brings back a whole load of old memories, and it brings back memories and images and how they felt. And so I want you to go to a place where you are like, that feels really heavy. Like, I was actually quite in a good mood, I was quite good, like I was doing well. Maybe you even think like it was maybe because of the work. Maybe, and that's another consciousness, right? So understand this. Every single thing has a consciousness. has a frequency. And depending on where you are, you can tune into it. It's like a radio station. You can tune into certain things and feel into certain things. But then also, if you don't have any boundaries, it gets just dumped into you. So it's almost like, oh, here is a bucket for you, here, oh, my worries here, and then this worry is also going to be dumped here. Oh, actually, I have a lot of heartbreak here. It's not going to be about blaming other people. It's about realization of with whoever I am with, they are affecting me in some way. That can be good, that can be rather heavy. Now, does it mean you need to take it? No, but if you are not aware that this is happening, it's just going to happen to you. You got to keep up your boundaries in a certain way, or you're going to learn like, what is my container that I feel really well? What is my safety container, right? And to build that safety container, you need to get to know yourself. Because when you know yourself, you know what is yours and what is not yours. But if it's all tight and if it's all mask and if it's all pretending, it's kind of hard to see like, is this mine or is it just a person who wants to do something, because they can't hold their worry, their anxiety, like, like why is this even happening? Because that's just how life works. It's how we here on earth are wired. We can pick up on certain things from other people. They can also bring this into our field, and we can then internalize it as it's ours. And when you start to recognize that not everything is you, not every single thought comes from you, not every single, let's say, worry or emotion comes from you, meaning you also don't need to process those things. That's a good news. That's good news. So you don't have to go there. But what you need to understand is you walk outside, and if your field is leaking everywhere, like, oh, what is this person doing? Oh, interesting. Let's see, energetically. Oh, what is that person doing over there? Oh, yeah, interesting. Oh, what about you? That kind of thing. Um, if you're not contained, you can watch, that's no problem. But if you are not aware of what is your container of safety, okay, your body wants to feel safe. You gotta honor your body. Your body is your temple. Your body wants to be honored, wants to be safe, wants to be expressed, but it wants to express only his things because that's the only thing he can. So your body cannot express other stuff. What it can, though, is ancestral stuff, which would be another topic, okay? But if it's still unclear, let's say this. There are certain, maybe we go a little in the ancestral thing, okay? So when we look into generational stuff, okay, maybe you don't know much about your generation, your lineage, okay? Where are you from? It's very, very, very important for you to understand where are you from. How has your mom, your grandma, your what does it called? Like calls Urgroßmutter in German. I don't know, but like just all the way back, okay? All the way back from your dad and from your mom. Like, what kind of patterns did you learn? What was really important for them? Were they really wired for control? Did they suppress women? Did they or was like the woman not able to speak because she had to ensure that she's not getting killed. You know, those kind of things, they're very, very real and they're still in your system. And you can actually send all of these things back to your to the origin, okay, to the source, okay, let's put it that way. You can send those energies back to the source and free yourself from it. You don't have to carry it. You don't have to worry about it. It's not your worry to carry. It's about understanding that if you have those fears in your body, they do certain things with you, okay? They kind of block you. You feel drained. You may even feel like, oh, this next chapter in my life, I cannot do that. That's totally, it will never work out. You know, like if it gets really intensified, or maybe you even get thoughts that were never there before, like really weird ones, unusual ones, right? If you start getting your awareness more into your body and you're like, ha, what is really going on? Is this me? Is this really me? Would I talk to me like that? You know, I started my journey like this, really discovering my mind, and my mind was really heavy, it was really dense. And at some point, I started to also see like who actually influenced me on certain levels that were not really healthy for me. And it's important to not point fingers to out there, but it's crucial for you. Breathe with me, okay? It's crucial for you that you're so important. You're so important that you can allow yourself to drop deeper into your body and to ask your body, is this me? And if so, can you help me heal? Can you help me release? Can you help me let go? You don't need to hold it, you see. Worry, fear, anxiety, grief, anger, all of it has its place. And it can do wonders when it gets down to mm, growth. But sometimes it's really brutal. It's really, really brutal. I've seen people that carry burdens from their families, from other people. It was brutal to watch. You don't have to hold it. It's not yours, okay? It's not yours. You can let go. You have full permission to let go. And with this said, too, see, most people hold it because they feel they're obliged to hold it. They feel they need to hold it because they can't hold it over there. And they don't want to send it back because they feel like if they do that, they ruin something. This is very unconscious, okay? It's not present. It's not like you're doing it and you have a strict plan, but it's very much in your body where you're like, I cannot send this back because I feel guilty and ashamed for not carrying it for them. I'm their big sister. I'm their mom. I'm their, caretaker. I'm their friend. Like, I cannot do this to them. You know, if you are an empath and very sensitive, you are picking up on all those things and trying to solve so many things, but you can't, and you don't have to. It's not yours to take. It's not yours to take at all. You can let go of all of this. So feel how even this is softening you. It's giving you more peace. It's giving you the understanding that you can hold yourself and still have so much compassion for that other person who is holding so much. Okay? You need to allow them to feel into their worry themselves. They need to process their own worries because that helps them to grow too. If you hold it, you're not supporting them, really. It may have been supportive for a short period of time, but not on the long run. Not on the long run, okay? Don't keep a burden for 30 years or whatever. You can let go for real. I promise you this. It's not firing back. It is allowing your body to soften into who you are and into what you are not. So you can maybe already feel how like the layers are just disappearing just by feeling into your body and be like, ah, I can finally let go. So feel into that. Okay. We touched already the second topic, which is mm, why are we doing this? Why do we pick up all these energies, right? Like why is this? See, when we speak about boundaries, mostly people speak about boundaries from a mind perspective. Like, I need to tell them, no, 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 this is not cool. I don't want this. Now, that's true. But see, if your body isn't in alignment with that, it's not going to work. You can tell no to somebody, but internally you're like, okay, I'm still gonna help you, I'm still gonna, and help is like you taking over their stuff, which is not yours. And they're actually also, and this is also, it also has to be said, there are people around who really don't want to work on themselves. They really don't want to. It's not that they can't, they really don't want to. And see, holding things for people who avoid conflict, who avoid doing the inner work, who push you to the ground, who are mean to you, all of this, who have narcissistic traits, all of that. It's not yours to carry. You don't owe them a dime. You don't owe them your energy. It's yours. This whole thing is yours. It's about going back into sovereignty and be like, this is mine and mine only. And I'm not sharing my temple with you. For sure. I'm not doing this. So be aware that there are people around who are actively looking around to dump their stuff. And I'm sure you have seen this too. So why is it happening? It's because you're leaking somewhere. You know, you try to please. You try to make the environment safe. Have you ever had the idea of like, or as a child maybe even, like, if everybody is safe, I'm safe too. If I please everyone, then they're nice to me. If I be helpful, I get love. Let me show them how good I am. Let me show them how I can give my whole heart to them with like being left empty. All of that. It's a lack that you're not standing in your sovereignty. You're doing it out of a lack that you want something back in return. Sucks to hear, doesn't it? So come back and be like, okay, I did this. You know what? I own it. Yeah, I did it. I did it. But you know what? I don't have to do it again. Or I can learn not to do it. If I've done this for my whole life, what can I do to really be clear here? Maybe you have certain people in mind, okay, like certain environments. Okay, I cannot quit my job because, I have certain responsibilities. What can I do to have a really spiritual hygiene here for that person? And look at it as I'm training this whole thing, okay? You're in a training center and you learn more about yourself. So make it easy, okay? Make it easy. Okay, but that said, it's not your fault for taking care of everybody around you, for trying to control the situation so you are finally safe. You're not alone in this. And you can always come back to this video to be like, okay, I can breathe. It's okay. Because you are okay. You are okay. Little by little, a bit more. Okay? So let's go to the practice. Because oftentimes we don't really have a lot of time, or we think we don't have. So, what I want to say now is let's do this very easy, very casual. Uh, you don't need to do crazy things. What you need to do is you call back your energy. So I explain first what we're going to do and then we start the practice, okay? So what you're going to do is you call back all that is yours, stuff that you dumped in other places. Okay, shh. You did the same. That's okay. So we call it back, okay? And we release everything that has been in our space, okay? Spiritual hygiene is your must when you start to become more aware of your inner world, because you start to see that everything is connected and you start to acknowledge that your body needs this kind of safety, this kind of container, that you take care of this, okay? So that it can call in what is really required or what is really wanted in your life. And this hygiene is really helping you. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna close your eyes. You can even do this at the bus station, but open eyes. I'm just saying, like, it may take a little practice, but it will come. So breathe into your body, into your spine. And get really connected to your body. Already being aware of what we're gonna do now to feel really whole, okay? Whole in your body. Because you came here whole. So you're not broken and nothing is wrong with you. Okay. Now imagine how you call back your energy, your full essence, basically, and say, with this, I claim to call back my energy, my essence in full, cleansed, cleared, and ready to come back to my body, into my heart, and then spread into the body. And with this, I release all energies from people, places, things. The ones I know, the ones I don't know, that don't belong to me, that are not mine, to leave here and now. And feel how, let's put it like black shadow stuff is just falling out of you, just releasing from your body. I return this with love, with kindness, and with the clear awareness that this is not mine to hold. Now let's start with grace. Let's ask grace to come in from the top of your head, basically even from heaven, how it drips all the way down into your body, filling you with joy, with ease, with pleasure, into your feet and into the ground. Grow the roots into the soil, into the earth. Make them bigger and bigger and bigger. And see how they expand. Can you feel how your inner body is light up all the way? And all that has been hidden inside of your body, all that was kind of being placed at you, all the worries, the fear, the anxiety that is not mine, that is not yours to hold, has left. And what came back is your full essence of who you are. Come back to your heart, slowly and with ease. Can you feel this? Can you feel the ease in this? Let me know in the comments how you feel. And whenever you feel you need a clearing, come back to this. Let me help you. You're not alone and you're not broken. But spiritual hygiene is very crucial for you to support your body, to grow, to expand, and to not process stuff that is not yours. From my heart to yours. Bye bye.